Demons don't wait outside. They
Oh,
crawl out of the movie screens, tear through the audience, and turn your night at the theater into a bloodbath. Tonight, we're summoning demons. So grab your ticket, but don't expect to leave. James, have you ever noticed that how our ghost in the logo has like limp wrists? Like this?
hmm. I thought it was flying.
No,
It was no, it
it's a
was
subtle nod to the culture, you know.
it's going into the culture.
Well, hey everyone, and welcome to Don't Be Dead. I'm Derek.
I'm James, and today's episode is called I Need an Old Priest and a Young Priest because we're talking about some of our favorite demon movies.
And spoiler alert, spoilers are ahead, much like
Spoilers,
most of our topics that we cover. Lots of spoilers
everything.
here.
We're
Yeah.
going to spoil the shit out of everything.
Yeah, because that's kind of
FYI.
what this podcast is, right? Like we haven't really like as we're doing this, I think we've realized like this podcast is kind of like for people who have actually seen most of these movies already, you know?
A horror podcast for horror fans by horror fans.
You know, we're still figuring this out.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us
Mm-hmm.
know what we're doing.
Not at all. Okay. Okay, now before we reveal all the secrets of the Necronomicon, it is game time. Game time! This week's game is called Guess That Scream. Kind of
Okay.
self-explanatory. Yeah, I'm your host and Derek's today's unsuspecting victim. So I'm going to play several scream sounds, not like the movie Scream, but like actual like characters screaming. And you're going to try to guess who it is. Now, I'm fine if you can guess the movie, but maybe not the character. Because sometimes the character, they might be pivotal to the movie and you'll probably know it, but you might not remember their name right away. So if you have the movie but not the name of the character, that's fine. I'll forgive you.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited. All
Yes,
right.
but if you have just the character and not the movie, because sometimes it's like, which movie is that from? I may not forgive you. We're going to find out. We're going to see. So
Okay.
are you ready to play Guess That Scream?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. Here's the first one.
Oh, this is tough.
Like, I feel like you're going to know them, but not be able to pinpoint. And I wanted to just like fuck with you as much as possible. I'll play it as many times as you need me
It
to.
sounds so familiar, and it's probably a movie I've seen a million times. Play it again.
I will. Okay.
Okay. And it sounds okay. The way that it sounds, the clip you play, it almost sounds like the title card's coming up, like it's like an opening kill or something. Am I right in thinking that or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not in this moment. Like that sound is not with the title card, but it is an opening. Yes.
It's like an opening thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you want, we can continue and come back to it later.
James, I'm blanking. I'm gonna have to tap out on this. I don't know.
Want me to tell you or come back to it?
Yes. Tell me. Tell me.
It is Claire, who is the opening kill from Candyman.
Okay. Okay. Now
And
play it again.
she's one of the reasons I have the rule of no name, but if you said Candyman. So now.
Yes. Okay. I
And
can
he's
see
on the
it in my
couch
head.
and like the blood. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that's fine. It was a tough one. They're not in any
Yeah.
particular order. So,
Yeah.
that's fine. You ready for number two?
Yes.
Okay, here's number two.
This is really hard. Okay. Am I gonna get any of these? Probably not.
I think you'll get some. Some you're gonna go, oh duh. But this one is another. It's weird. The order. These first two are not easy.
No, play it one more time. Play it one more time.
If you want a clue or need hints, I can give those to you.
Okay, give me a clue. Give me a clue.
Okay, if you listen to the music in the background, the music in the background is better music than most. So I'm gonna say it's like an elevated. It's like a more. It's not like a crappy cheap movie.
Play it
I
one
will
more time.
also say.
Play it one more time. I think it almost sounds like a Scream movie or something like that.
It's not, but I will say it's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
Mm-hmm. The original movie is very timely for right now.
Is it I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
No.
No.
It's a good guess, though.
I've got no clue. No clue.
Okay. It is Jackie from Jaws 2, the one who
Okay.
like completely loses her shit. Like when I forgot what the character's name who gets eaten in front of the boy, and the boy's like, whoa, and she's like, ah, like, and just loses her mind. That's Jackie.
Jackie's the
Okay.
one with like the short, shaggy, like brown
Yes.
hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Who just who freaks out. Yeah.
Yeah, because brown hair dies. She has like the oh yeah, it's like dusty brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Scream number 3. I couldn't let it go on anymore because the music gives it away. I'll play it again.
Is it Scream 4?
No. See, I know the music like the back of my hand, so when I hear it, I'm like, oh, duh.
God, it's that. What is that? Like,
It's that
all of this sounds familiar. I know I've heard all of this.
Yeah.
Is it a Friday the 13th? No.
No. Another
I don't know,
timely
James.
one.
I don't know.
It is Julie James. I Know You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
Oh man, I did not want to stump you. I did not think. Okay, it's when he opens the thing. So the beginning sound is, and then she's like,
when they're on the ship.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed. I think you'll get this one.
Okay. That would be little Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 5. Yeah.
Yes. Bitch, I was getting worried. You had me stressed.
Wait, play it again so I can tell you exactly what she sees.
Exactly.
Okay, is that when she sees Rachel?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
She already saw Max.
Because she screams Max. Yeah.
Yes. And then she sees Mike, she technically just screams. But when she sees Rachel, she screams this scream. Then she goes, Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I got one.
I got one.
I got one. That's a good, it's tough.
I like this game. We'll do a lot more of this. 3, 2, 1.
There's something at the end. Keep going. Do it again. Damn.
And in the background, I don't know if you can hear something is happening in the back. Yeah. But there's like another sound.
That's tough.
You want a hint?
Yeah, I love a hint.
The sound at the end is this person's mouth is being covered. Someone is covering their mouth from screaming.
I don't know, James. I have no clue.
This is Lex or Lexi, is that her name? From Jurassic Park.
Okay, yeah.
I consider Jurassic Park horror.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole horror survival game called Dino Crisis. Hello.
Oh my god. Remake that game and make a movie already.
I know.
Okay, this next one is a movie that we love, but I don't know how well you would recognize this scream, but we're gonna try. And I can give you a hint. This is not going well.
Okay, how about another hint? Yeah.
This person is falling in slow motion. And it's like, it's a horror movie, but it's a little funny.
It's not like Child's Play, is it?
No.
No. Okay, one more time. I don't know.
Judy, you're stupid.
I am
it's
stupid.
Judy from Night of the Demons. Yes. Her like little like whatever. Yes. She lands on Roger.
Yes.
Next time I'll do longer screams so that we have like other context. Out of context, these are two. It's too much. Okay, next one.
It's fine.
Next one I think you'll get as well.
Not Rachel Carruthers when she like discovers all the dead people in Halloween 4, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a tism for Halloween 4 and 5
Yeah.
and all of them. Okay, the next one is
Okay, I know that is Gale Weathers, right?
but which
movie? I want to say it's Scream 2.
Scream 2.
Okay.
It's the van. She finds Randy.
The van.
Yep.
Yeah, it's when she sees Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And then
okay.
she passes out. Yep. Okay, so you got 3.
Yay!
You got 3 so far.
I lost. 3 out of how many?
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Okay.
You have 2 more technically. So I guess there's no way. Oh wait, if you get them both, then you get half of them, and I'll say you won. Okay, this one.
Let's do that again. Hold on. It's like a Texas Chainsaw movie.
Mm-mm. It's a John Carpenter film.
Okay, we'll do it again then. My mind's a blank, James. I don't know.
Damn. In the Mouth of Madness. It's Trent.
Okay.
It's the main and on the bus when he's like, "Do you ever say my favorite color is blue?"
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, "Ugh."
That's
and
been only seen a handful of times. I haven't like committed it all to memory.
And I should have left the lady. He's like next to some old lady, and she's like, "Ah," like she starts freaking out. I should have left her next to him. Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
That one sounds so familiar too.
There's the little sound. There's 2 sounds I left in. One is other characters, I'll say, and one is part of the score or the music.
Do it again.
I think it's part of the score. Maybe it's just her screaming.
Oh, I hate that I don't know this.
It's one that you've guessed. Like you this is one of the names that you said earlier for a movie, but it was wrong earlier.
Okay.
Oh, that's your hint.
I don't know.
It's Sally from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Fuck. Okay.
She is tied to that nasty ass, dry ass chair, screaming.
Ugh, out of context, these are really fucking hard.
so I will do more before and after next time. So it's not because I want you to win.
No, it's fine. I mean, that's a tough game. That's tough. I like it though. It should be hard.
I'm a tough cookie, you know.
Yeah.
So
you're a tough
bitch. That was it. We played Guess That Scream.
Okay, let's talk about demon movies. Can I like bring up like maybe 2 at once?
I was actually going to do the same. So yes.
Okay. I wonder if it's and the reason I'm bringing up 2 at once is just because I want to talk about something else that kind of pertains to all of this. Okay. So, The Evil Dead and Demons, right?
Oh, okay. I love that cover.
For those of you who are just listening, I'm holding up both of the movies on VHS.
That Evil Dead is gorgeous.
So before we kind of talk about these, I want to discuss all right, I love demon movies in particular, but something that always has kind of confused me, and I think you and I have talked about this before, the rules of these movies. People become demons just so randomly sometimes.
It is so random.
I get how in The Evil Dead, what kind of kicks it off is reading from the Necronomicon, right?
My favorite book.
Playing that stupid tape, right? And that kind of kicks off everything.
Yeah.
But I think in the game earlier we discussed Candyman, or
Mhm.
is what like the rules of Candyman is just don't say his name 5 times in a
Yeah.
mirror, right? And he won't mess with you. Keep his name
Mhm.
out your mouth,
Keep it out
and
your mouth.
he won't mess with you.
Yeah.
But in a demon movie like The Evil Dead or Demons, there's a couple ways you can become demon that's kind of made clear in the movie. Like if you get injured by one of them, right,
Hmm.
you'll kind of turn. But then sometimes other
So
characters
weird.
just seem to turn just because they get scared, or it just seems random.
It's
I'd never
yeah.
understand the rules of it.
Yeah, because Evil Dead. Well, Evil Dead, they all get injured, right? Or isn't? Or is one of them? It is. It's very loosey goosey with the rules, which I think for those movies works because it's just so chaotic. Like they're just like we need reasons for more people to be demonic and killing each other, and they're like, cool, just don't have any rules. I feel like the rules with like demonic whatevers. There's rules when it's like because I have some of these kind of demonic movies here where there's like religion involved because
Mm-hmm.
then they throw out like the Jesus Christ Bible or whatever, and they're like the good versus evil kind of thing. Then they try to set some rules, but when it's like the Necronomicon, you read the book, and then it's all over. Like you're possessed, then you're not possessed, then you're possessed again. Like one chick gets possessed because she got stabbed with a pencil.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. Like you said,
No.
like injured, so she's possessed now. There's no like transfer of bodily fluids where demons is almost like a zombie situation. It's not zombies, it is not, but it's you get like bitten or eaten or attacked by the demon, and now you are also demonic. Evil Dead was like, nah, like you're in the vicinity of a demon, so now you're possessed. Because that makes no sense. Because then if that was the case, then Ash would have been possessed also from Go. But he's fine, like mental clarity throughout. So although in the second one they kind of like possess, not possess,
He
possess,
has a
not possess.
moment where he's possessed,
Yeah,
but he's
yes.
able to
So
come
that's
out of
good.
it. Yeah.
Right.
But how does
Which
he come
also
out of it?
how and why?
Yeah.
How and why?
So our favorite character,
Rosemary?
Rosemary, played by
We love
Jaretta
Rosemary.
Jaretta. I think I'm saying her name right.
She's fantastic.
Lovely. Fantastic. Like my favorite character in the entire film. Uh she
Same.
I guess turns because she puts the mask on and it cuts her barely,
It cuts her
right?
face. Yes.
It cuts her face. But
That makes
okay,
sense
so
to me.
yes. But then does the movie they're watching play into it? Like is the movie that's playing on the screen kind of like this film's
Well,
Necronomicon?
am I remembering this incorrectly? Doesn't she like go to the bathroom and then attack another girl?
Yes.
And so then that girl is the one who like comes through the screen and then she becomes possessed and starts attacking people. Like I
Yes,
think
that happens.
Rosemary kind of kicks it off by attacking that girl after she gets cut with the mask. But I also was very much under the impression that it's just they're watching like the movie is meant to possess people. Like they're watching a movie about these people going to the place that possesses people, and in watching the movie about the people getting possessed, they get possessed. But there
Yeah,
did seem
so
like a cause and effect, at least with the Rosemary situation.
right. So if Rosemary hadn't put the mask on, would she have turned still anyways because she's just watching the
Right.
movie?
I don't know.
Because
I
that
don't
brings
know.
another question in
Okay,
Demons
more.
2. In Demons
Mm-hmm.
2, when
Yeah,
Sally is just in her room
watching that
ignoring all of her birthday party guests and she's just
because
watching
that's
that same film on the
clean.
TV,
Yeah,
and the demon comes through the TV and
Samara
possesses
style.
her.
Mm-hmm.
So is
It's
it
it's
the
the it's
film that they're
media.
watching?
Physical media kills.
It's evil.
It's
And it
evil,
must be
and
destroyed.
I was gonna say it must be stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grabbed my Evil Dead and my Demons too. There's what I think I love that there's no rules because those two movies are just fucking chaotic for the sake
They
of being
are.
chaotic.
Which leads me to like another one. I know I
Oh,
just keep going here, but I can't stop. I can't stop thinking
spitball
about
it, man.
the rules, right? So like explain the rules of Night of the Demons, you know?
Stop picking on my damn picks, you bitch.
We've picked the same ones,
Yes,
right?
of course. I'm sure I have a couple that'll stump you in here, but
I'm sure you will.
yeah,
But
I have the Shout
okay,
Factory
so in Night of the
4K.
Demons,
Mm-hmm.
1988, they do a little seance in front of a mirror, and then Angela gets possessed. right? But
Yeah.
then how does Suzanne get possessed?
It leaves one of them and just goes into her.
And that's it.
That's it. Also, so the mirror was possessed. Is that what was them breaking the mirror, like setting the demons free? Because in the
Maybe.
second one, it's just what's her face is just already possessed, and so she just like starts wreaking havoc. But like,
Right.
if they hadn't gone to the mirror, and if the mirror, she says if you when you look in the mirror and you like say some shit or you do some shit, whatever, you see yourself in the future. And then that one girl like the jump scare happens when she sees like herself dying or something. But then the demon shows up
Mhm.
behind. Yeah, why? Why?
That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If y'all know the rules of demon movies, could y'all let me know?
Could you let me know, please, too, for that movie specifically, at least, like, because it seems like they gave just enough for you to kind of not question it in the moment, but when you start looking at the logistics of it, like, what the fuck? But I
Oh,
love Night of the Demons, like,
me too. All the movies
wholeheartedly
I've
from
mentioned so
start to
far,
finish.
great time. Like
Yeah, it was good.
they are like some of the best movies of the '80s. You're holding up. James
Mhm.
holding up an amazing Blu-ray of Night of the Demons.
It's the
Uh,
4K. Don't you
it's the
dare.
4K. The cover art is
Hmm.
incredible from Shout Factory,
Yeah,
Scream
and then the
Factory,
OG
whatever.
art is probably the OG art is here, but I do love
Gorgeous.
this.
I do too. Oh yeah, that's
Gorgeous.
the alternative slip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have the other slip with my collection of slips with Linnea and Judy from our game.
Judy.
Ah,
Yes. Sorry, I didn't recognize your
stupid,
Scream Queen. You're still
stupid
iconic.
Judy.
I
She is
know.
still an icon. I'm gonna show this one just because you
Yeah.
mentioned the Evil Dead. I was gonna show these at the same time, but I grabbed the remake as well because
Oh, same.
because is that the 4K?
It's the it's the 4K.
Because this,
Yes.
even though it takes the like basic elements of the original, I look at it as an entirely different movie. Like it's such a fucking beast, and I love
Yes.
it. And it's so graphic and gnarly and
And
cool. And
wet.
I love that there's a post and wet. It's not
It's
as
very
wet as the
wet.
no, it's still very wet. The first one I think is wetter, but wasn't like at the time like the most fake blood ever used in a movie or something like that because that shit's just raining. It's just raining blood. But the
Constantly.
Ash
That sounds right.
post credits scene, love, amazing. Fede Alvarez. Oh, yours assigned? Who dat? Oh,
Signed by
what's her
Jane
face?
Levy.
I forgot. Oh yeah, her.
What a joy to be around. She's just a
We've all.
pleasure, a real gem.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Have y'all ever had
Mm-hmm.
if you're listening and if you're like a horror convention goer, tell me about your experiences with Jane Levy.
Yeah, we want to hear about Jane Levy. I'd love
You
to
know
hear
what?
about.
Let's talk about
Do
our experience with Jane Levy, James.
you want to talk about it?
I don't mind.
How was
I
it?
don't
Go
mind
off.
being those girls. For these people,
Go.
I don't mind being those girls.
You go. Tell me. Tell the people.
When did we go to Monster Mania? Was that
That was
2 years
March.
ago
No, I think it's
or last year?
2024. 2024. Yeah, last year.
Okay. So we went last year around
Mm-hmm.
what, February, March, whenever it was,
It was like
March,
February,
the
March.
the
Yeah.
winter one. I had a great time, but I told James, I'm
Amazing.
like, oh my God, Monster Mania is overwhelming.
It's so much. So much.
I had never been to a horror convention that big before. I'm used to the ones in the southeast, like Mad Monster Party, or like when Days of the Dead kind of comes around. I'm not saying that people don't go to them. There's still lots of people, but like
Yeah.
in the South, like it's not as crowded as the ones you get in like Cherry Hill, New Jersey, apparently.
Right. Monster
Yeah.
Mania is a whole beast. And I was like, oh, this is so great. You're going to love it. And not realizing that literally it just, you feel so small and it's crowded and there's like, there's too many vendors almost. There's too many celebrities and it's so spread out. It's amazing. You should go. Like anyone should go. Like I'll probably go back at some point, but you have to go all of the days. And even still, you will not see everyone, which is
It's
wild.
sensory
But
overload for sure.
it's sensory overload.
Oh, so Jane Levy. So, okay. We go to the Evil Dead 2013 panel, and
Mhm.
it's her and isn't it the guy? Isn't there another? Was there
It's
another actor
this
there?
guy, yeah, the one
Yes, the guy that has like, the
that one.
shaggy hair in the movie.
Yes, yes.
I forget his name.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, him.
Anywho, so we go into the
He was very nice.
little
He was very nice.
ballroom that they're having the panel in, and we get there
Mhm.
early. And Jane Levy walks in, and she kind of just
This is
sits at the
what
table, and people are surrounding
Mhm.
her, and she is just sitting there with her arms, folded and crossed, with like basically just mean mugging everybody,
Cold, dead, like
miserable.
despondent. She is like not present in this room, which I can see. Well, my thing at first was, oh my god, like she probably maybe she has like social anxiety. Like you're an actor, maybe you're not. You know, this is not what she necessarily signed up for. Whatever, that's fine. But she also was she walked in the room like alone. Like I don't remember her having like a person, a handler. You know, like you usually would. So I was like, okay, maybe she's like feeling overwhelmed. But she literally, yeah, no, even like friendly, cordial, smiling, nada, nothing.
She is sitting there stone cold silent, not
Mhm.
engaging with anybody around her.
Yep.
And this was kind of like a packed room, right? And so people were, I mean, she has a table and she's sitting at, but like there's people literally right in front of her, not acknowledging anyone
No,
until I guess like the
five
host comes in
feet.
and says, okay, let's go, you know?
Yeah, and then she's like, "Hey, yeah, like, yeah, it was like uncomfortable. Like immediately when she walked in, the energy of the room changed.
Yeah. So I thought that was weird, but at the time I was like, all right, we the panel, you know, starts and they talk about their experience and then they answer some questions from the crowd. But literally the entire time, she just again just looks like she doesn't want to be there. I'm like, what's
Yeah,
wrong with her? But I had
she
flown
she
from
didn't want to
South
be there.
Carolina to New Jersey, and I
Hmm.
brought my 4K of Evil Dead to get signed. I'm like, I'm still gonna go get this signed
Herbert.
by her. So
Yeah.
after the panel, this might have been I think yes after the panel, we go and I get in her
Yes.
line to meet her, and
Hmm.
there's automatically a sign that says, you know, no touching and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's weird. And I'm sure stuff like that like people have signs like that for a reason, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe you have like a weird
Germaphobe.
encounter, maybe you're
Yes.
a germaphobe, which I can
Hmm.
totally understand. But if that's the reason, maybe conventions just aren't for you. You know, maybe it's just a thing you shouldn't be doing. If you're going to be
Maybe.
that
Yep.
miserable and acting
Right.
like you don't want to be there, maybe they're
Right.
just not for you. Like I know you make a
Yeah.
lot of money from them,
If
but
if you're an actor, then act like you're interested.
right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you're on stage in front of a live audience, basically. So
Yeah.
your little table you're sitting at is the stage. Give us a show because we're literally paying you to just write your name on something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's asking a lot. Like if you're going to
Yeah.
be just at least bare minimum cordial, that's all I would expect. I don't need you to be like, exhaust yourself by being like, "Wah," if that's not who you naturally are, but don't like mean mug me. Like don't have me walk up like, "Hey," and you're like,
I
it's
know.
fucked up. It's fucked up. Okay, so
It was
so
very yeah, it was very transactional. Like just let me give your
that's
money,
yeah.
sign this, and all right, have a good day. You know.
Did she like not even
And
smile at you? She didn't smile.
no, and I heard she was almost getting ready to leave too. Like she was going to leave early. She was asking, I
She was
guess, her
done.
handler or the managers of the convention, like, can I leave early, kind of a thing.
Just get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so I'm like, girl, just go. If this isn't your
Yeah,
thing, just get out of
goodbye.
here. What's funny though is like I've talked to other people who have had similar interactions with her, so I think this is just kind of how she is. So if
That's a damn
you're
shame.
a Jane Levy fan and haven't met her and are planning to go to a convention that she's at, just be prepared that she is not one of the most friendly people in the world.
Right.
So
Not saying
that's
don't
that
meet
on
her.
that.
That's that on that. Don't not meet her if you're a fan, because great actress, great in the movie and stuff. But yeah, like you said, be mentally prepared. It's not you, it's her. You know.
Yeah, and it's
Um.
disappointing sometimes when you do go to conventions and like, you know, you there's someone that you really want to meet and, you
Mhm.
know, you go up to their table and they're not like the most friendly and stuff like that. Right. Like I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for this. I agree. They don't owe me anything, right?
Yeah,
Like
but
if you pay for an autograph and they give you your autograph, like
mhm.
okay, they did their job, fine. But when you
Yeah,
get people out here, you know, like Felissa Rose, you know, who just go above and beyond for
icon.
everything and like really just like lay it on thick, you know, you really get like your money's worth when you go and
Um,
meet someone like that,
are
right?
we
It's
going to
just
tell the Felissa Rose story? She like didn't even. I when I met Felissa Rose was with you. You were like sleepaway camp, Felissa Rose. It's amazing. She's amazing. We have to meet her. Blah blah blah. Everyone we were with was like, oh my god, Felissa Rose, and I was like, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen it since then, so leave me alone. But I had not at the time because it's a couple of years ago, and she wanted me like in the picture, wanted to talk. I was going to just take the photo of you all. And she's like, get in the picture. And she's like talking to me and chit chatting and like giving me hugs and doing all the faces. And the person who was like her handler was fantastic as well. Like everyone was amazing around her because she was just so, her energy was like next level. And I was just some nobody who wasn't even going to get an autograph or anything. And then we kept walking by and she would yell our names out. Like we were walking by, just like looking at other vendors, and she would like yell our names. I don't know. She was fantastic. And like, if you could just be more like Felissa Rose and less like Jane Levy, that'd be great. I think.
And it was
That'd be
she,
great.
yeah, the thing about Felissa, like she's so kind, she almost ruins any other like celebrity interaction you have
That part.
after you meet her.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because like, yeah, don't expect Felissa Rose energy anywhere else except for Felissa
No,
Rose.
I don't think I've ever gotten
Yeah.
it anywhere else.
Well, I would say the one that came
Oh.
close was Brooke Thayes from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. She played
Oh,
Debbie, you know,
okay. Yep.
in Roach Lady. She
Yes.
spent a lot of time with
I just
me.
felt like this.
Yeah, well, and we were talking about like she's from California, so we're at the time when I met her, she's talking about we are talking about like all the fires that were going on. She was talking about
Mm.
her dog. She was showing me pictures of her dogs on
Mm.
like her
Your
like photo
puppies.
reel and stuff like that. Just such a sweet lady as well. Spent
Mm.
tons of time with me. Didn't have to. I think we were just vibing, you know.
Yeah.
Like our energies matched.
You were just cock.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
great. Someone else I'd always say was pretty good was Suzanne Snyder from Killer Clowns. You know, enough with the moons.
Oh, enough with the moons.
Yeah. Also, Return of the
Icons
Living
only.
Dead 2. She was in that. Another great like horror celebrity that you should definitely take time to meet at a convention if you haven't yet. She's incredible, and if you're kind of shy like I am, like when you go to meet these people, she will just she'll take the reins
Big
and just make you
hug.
totally comfortable.
Aw, that's sweet. My closest to Felissa Rose, which is still nowhere near Felissa Rose with the energy, was Adrienne King from Friday the 13th. She
Oh.
was so like hug, wholesome, like so happy to see every single person, and was very like attentive and like wanted to talk to just you and was so happy to speak with you. It was not the kind of like Felissa Rose is more my kind of chaotic energy where I'm just like, wow, like that's how I am.
Yeah.
It was very like it didn't feel transactional at all, but it was very thought out, kind energy from Adrienne King. Like I would go meet her again, that kind of energy.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I've heard great
Yeah.
things about her too. Yeah.
She's sweet. She's a darling. Okay. I'm going to stay in the same vein as Evil Dead for now. Idle Hands. I'm counting this as a demonic movie. It is a demonic like thing that possesses his hand, and they're talking about demonic daggers and shit, and Vivica A. Fox, and I fucking love this movie, and so it's Idle Hands.
I love Idle Hands, and what I consider a demon movie, like okay, it's not like a demon movie like Demons, right?
Right.
But
Different.
it is possessed, right? It's like almost a demon possession.
Demon possessed hand.
Yeah. But Idle Hands is a great movie, and there are a handful of like killer
Hey,
body part movies.
Sorry. You
What?
said a handful.
Oh. There are Shut up.
She doesn't even know how funny she is.
There are a handful of like possessed killer body part movies. So there's Idle Hands, there's a movie called The Hand, there's a movie called The Severed Arm, and I'm sure there's some more. But
because technically, Evil Dead 2.
There's a hand. Yeah.
His hand.
Thing from Addams
right, but he's
Family.
not. I don't think he's like possessed by a demon.
Addams Family?
Yeah, he's just a hand. That's just like what he is.
Girl, how's that hand moving?
Because it's a hand. There's no demon. Is there a demon? Is Thing a demon? Audience?
Thing got something in her. You know what I mean? Because she ain't just crawling around on her own.
I thought she just was. I thought she had a whole like organ system in the palm of her hand. Little heart, lungs. She like breathes. Remember, she's out of breath.
Do you consider The Exorcist a demon movie?
I do, because I pulled out The Exorcist 3.
What? Okay, so I pulled out just the OG Exorcist on VHS, and James just pulled out Exorcist 3 on VHS.
Trace.
So demon movies. Okay. God.
Demon movies, like it's like Pazuzu. They say something like it's there's that your whole first movie there is like there's a statue, this Pazuzu thing. He's a demon. They like talk about it a bunch about being like a demon thing, and then in this one it's the same demon stuck in the same priest who you think is dead from the first one, but he's not. He's back and he's great. I love the first Exorcist movie. I just really love the third. And if I'm going to pick one to watch, it's going to be 3, because the dialogue is just so great. And George C. Scott just gets to yell about everything. Like, I just love when he gets pissed off and starts yeah, that's not in the file. Like I just love him. So, but yeah, I would
It's where you
say
can fall asleep to as well. Where like The
yes.
Exorcist, like is really
It's
scary and freaks me out.
it's
You know?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing, but you will be left unsettled. There's not as much fun to be had in the
No.
first one, where the third is scary and there's unsettling things and it's some good jump scares, but it's a little silly. Like we see heaven. We like go to heaven and he's like, I'm sorry you got murdered, little whatever. And he's like, it's okay. Detective, like, what? Amazing. Like peak cinema. Exorcist
Cinema.
3.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Mm-hmm. God, Exorcist. The thing that sticks with me every time when I watch this movie is still there's just like those random inserts of like Pazuzu's face.
Yeah.
It's just flashes. It's like, ugh, don't show
And
me
then
that.
the what is it? The re-release, like the version you were never supposed to see with her walking down the stairs, which that part is scary, but it's what is it? They do more of the inserts too. So there's
Oh,
actually
do they?
more demon faces in that version. Like when she comes home, she like comes home and the lights are flickering, and I think it might be the part where she goes upstairs and maybe when like the bed is doing the thing and she's like, it hurts. When the mom is still downstairs and the lights flicker, they go off for a couple seconds, then back on. And in the original version, nothing happens. But in the version you should have seen, the face is behind her. So when the lights like go off, you can see the face is like behind her in the kitchen and then goes away.
Oh,
So
I hate that. It creeps me out.
have more
It
nightmares,
creeps me
everyone.
out. How did Reagan get possessed? Is it because she played with the Ouija board?
She played with the Ouija board. Mr.
Is that the
Howdy,
rule?
Dr. Howdy.
Captain
What was
Howdy.
his name? Captain Howdy. He was a captain.
Captain
I apologize.
Howdy.
Yeah.
So the rule in Exorcist is don't play with Ouija boards.
Don't play with Ouija. That's a rule, period. Don't touch them. Did you see
Have you
that
ever?
video or that meme that was like, no, and I never will? Where they're like, we found a charcuterie board in the attic today, and it's a freaking Ouija board, and they're like, oh, it was really great. Moved around a lot on its own. That's kind of weird,
No.
but yeah,
Please send me that. I know.
yeah, I'll find it.
I've never played with one either, but we should. Let's do it.
I don't want to. I will eat food off of one, but
It's a charcuterie.
but I don't want to summon the shit.
We've already got sleep paralysis demons. You know what I mean? Like
Right. And they
It's
can't
fine.
handle us.
they can't.
They're
So-
already fed up with our shit.
Do you know Linda Blair won't sign Ouija boards at conventions? She has like a list of
Good.
things she won't sign, and Ouija boards.
She
is
should
one of
not.
them. Yeah.
So imagine how many people walked up to her and asked her to sign a Ouija board before she had to say, listen,
I know.
we can't. That's a great idea to have that signed, but I can understand. Okay, now I'm gonna throw you for some I'll throw you for some loops after.
You
Those
already
two are
threw me for a loop
loops.
with idle hands. What else you got?
I'm bitching me out the window with these loops. Look at my bad fake tan. It like catches me off guard and I'm like, like it jump scares me like Brenda.
Her wrists are white and limp. Yeah.
Yes. Don't be tan. Don't be tan. You can't be tan. I love that we never discussed why the podcast is called what it is, but I feel like you can guess now. Okay, this is back to like it's possession. So is it demonic? They say the word demon so many times in this movie, and it's The Conjuring from 20 whatever the hell it came out, 13 or something. But they like it smells like raw meat or something, and they're like, this is something that's never walked to earth. It's demonic. Like they say it so many times. This bitch is a demon. So it's The Conjuring, and this movie scared the shit out of me. Like the first like dozen times I watched it, I was like, when will it stop creeping me the hell out? Like the jump scares are great, the misdirection's fantastic, but it is still fun. Like I have a lot of fun with this one, but it scares the hell out of me. And that demon is just like pissed off.
I'm the same way. Like I'm not like super religious, but for whatever reason, like demonic possession movies are just so effective, you know?
The second you say demon, I'm like Bible, crosses, crucifix, hymns. I don't know.
Same. Yeah. I'm gonna throw one out. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night.
Demon Night.
Demon
Demons
Night.
in name.
It's giving demons.
It's giving Demon Night.
It's giving Billy Zane as hot satanic demon cowboy, you know.
90s Billy Zane can possess me.
Also starring Jada Pinkett before she was Jada Pinkett Smith,
Where
right?
the Smith was inserted.
I just really love this movie,
I gotta
and
watch it.
the rules, talking about like the rules like how the possession happens, it's also sort of random too, you
Mhm.
know. Like sometimes people are presented with choices in the movie, you know,
Mhm.
and sometimes it just kind of happens, you know. It's there's no real rhyme or reason to it,
I, I feel like we love no rules.
I
I feel like if you
guess.
give us rules, we're not going to like it as much. Because I'm even thinking about the other ones that we chose. Like Exorcist 3 is very loosey. Like there's weird stuff. Like the demon possesses like multiple characters to like kill people. We don't know how or why. Like that's whatever. The Conjuring, technically, no, I guess there's like rules with that one. But
I don't think there's rules with Conjuring. I mean,
there's
the
no
mom
rules
just
with
gets
Conjuring
possessed for no,
either.
like the mom of all people gets possessed, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? She like, oh yeah, the demon was like, I curse anyone that like comes on my land or something.
I
And
kind
they
of feel
came.
her though, you know.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like you're trespassing,
Yeah,
death.
I love no rules, but I also love rules. Like The Ring, just don't watch the videotape and you're fine. Just
Don't
don't
watch
watch
the
it.
tape. Yep.
Candyman, keep his name out of your mouth. You're fine, all right? Nightmare on Elm Street, just don't fall asleep. You're
Don't
fine.
sleep. Like
Don't
this is
sleep.
easy stuff. You know, it's really easy things to do. Don't sleep. Don't watch TV. Don't look in a mirror.
Yeah. If you're in Friday the 13th, don't be a teenager going to the camp, right? Like,
Or getting laid.
yeah, don't do those things. I don't know.
Okay. I quoted this movie earlier, so I'm gonna say this is Hellraiser.
Okay,
He's a
yeah.
demon. Well, he's like such a
Well, angels to
demon.
some.
Angel demon to some, angels to others. Is this bitch? Although the sequel tries to say like he was an explorer that whatever the hell that was. I love the sequel, but I was like, this is kind of weird. But he is a demon. He's a Derman, and he like comes for you when you open up his box because like you know. But come on. And all his
Not
friends are
open up the
demons.
box. All right.
Yes. You opened it, we came. That
You
was
said
not
it.
by accident. Derek. He'll tear your
Don't say my
soul
name like that.
up. Don't say my Derek.
During.
And like they were like, what were they doing? They were doing it. They were fornicating with
They
their dead
were.
bodies and shit. That was
Uncle
they were
Frank.
nasty. That
Yeah.
Uncle Frank, but the what's her name? What was her name? She was nasty.
Julia.
That was a nasty woman, Julia.
In
Queen.
that movie, they try to make her like this bad bitch, you know, with like
She was
her old lady
scary.
hair, you know.
Yeah, right. With yeah, and the makeup and the pearls and her
With
I
her
think she had
sheen
shoulder
dress.
pads.
Yeah.
Frank could get it though.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah,
He could. Oh no.
I get why
No,
she was willing
no
to
lies detected
murder
there.
as many people as possible to bring Frank back from the dead. Although he could have smoked a little less. He was doing that a lot.
Yeah. How do you feel about Evil Dead Rise?
I like Evil Dead Rise a lot.
Yeah.
I don't love it as much as the original Evil Dead or the remake, but I thought it was a lot of fun. The first time I saw it, I was like, huh. I honestly, we walked out of the theater and I was like, that was good. But Moses and I were like, it was just good. Like we like couldn't wrap our heads around. It was kind of sensory overload the first time, and we didn't know if we enjoyed it. And then when it came out, I watched it again, and I was like, this is cute. Yes, the characters do some stupid stuff. And there's a couple of things I was also okay. I'm sorry, since we're talking about it. How can no one? This always kills me in movies. It happens a lot 80s movies, and it happened in this movie. They live in a small apartment. But when one person is screaming their head off in the kitchen, the person in the living room that we just established is attached to the fucking kitchen, cannot hear them. And I don't and I can't and I won't and I refuse to understand how and why this happens. But yes, sir, you have a question.
I well, I just so I can kind of understand it, but only
Oh,
because
is it like demon rules? Is it there's no rules, but the demons make a
no.
sound barrier? Okay.
What I will say is because like 90% of my relationship with Chuck is screaming what from the next room over.
Okay.
So like I can't hear shit. Like
Okay.
I'll be in this room, he'll be like either down the stairs or in the room across from me doing, work or whatever. He'll say something. I'm like, "Huh? Like did you say something?"
Well, okay.
Like I literally cannot hear.
I want to
So,
agree with that. I will
a
say
little
fine,
believable for
okay.
me.
A little believable for you. And I believe that you believe that. But if there's like a guttural response to your significant other or someone that you know or love screaming in a way you have not heard before. Because like I've been like Moses will be like yelling his head off about food or Tyler or just going Chimes. And I think I'm used to that. So my brain just goes bloop, bloop. But there have been times that I've been upstairs and also he sings a lot. So Moses will be singing and I think I'm used to him in the background, just like existing with noise. But then all of a sudden a sound will happen that is not singing and not my name. And I like all of a sudden I'm like, and I'll run downstairs and he's like, oh, I'm fine. I just like hit my leg or like he was like trying to hit a note and then like laughed at himself or something. But it sounded in such a way that like I thought he fell or whatever. Um, but yeah, no, I guess yeah. I don't
Do you know what
forgive
this
them.
tells me? Do you know what this tells me? This tells me that if we were in a demon movie, I would just fucking die or become a demon, and you're the final girl, right?
No, you would not hear me screaming. I would hear you screaming. I'd be like, Derek, help me. And you'd be like whatever. So you would live by default and I would perish.
That's
Derek, you
usually how I'm gonna
stupid,
win most
stupid
things.
fucking bitch. I swear to God. Like,
Yeah, I think anytime, like when I played baseball as a kid, I think anytime like my team actually won
baseball.
anything is because like the other team had to forfeit because they didn't have enough players. Like I
Okay.
love winning by default.
Yeah, yes. You played baseball.
Yes.
I played football.
Did you?
Can you see that? I can't imagine you playing baseball. My dad was like, you need to play a fucking sport right now. You slur, and I was like, okay.
You slur. Did you
Yeah,
understand the rules
yeah. I was like, I have to, yeah.
of
Mostly
football?
until they started giving me plays. So I joined because my friends joined. I was like, this is great. Like he tried to sign me up for soccer, and that didn't work. It was too late. He tried to sign me up for baseball, and like the team folded. I was like, thank God. But then I found out my friends were signing up for football, so I'm like, I'll play football with my friends. This is great. The straights, I had straight friends, and I was like, this is cool because I'm with my friends, but we all hated it from go because the coach takes it so seriously. Some of the kids take it very seriously. A lot of the kids were just playing the football, like because they were forced to, for some whatever, or because they were just playing. They play sports. I'm like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all wanting to do this kind of physical activity and not just be at home playing video games or play tag like a normal fucking child. But they would play the sports in between the other sports that they actually wanted to play. So one of them was like, yeah, I play hockey usually, but until I do hockey, I'll just kind of jump like I do soccer. I do football, then I do soccer, then I'll do hockey. And I was like, so in the middle of the season, a bunch of kids quit because they're like, "Oh, soccer's starting," and I was like, "What?" And so all of a sudden, I had to start taking plays that the other kids had, and so they're like, "You're gonna," because I was safety. I was the safety. Loved that. Safety is like you're just at the end. You're not quite like the there's no goalie. What the fuck? You're just kind of like guarding the touchdown, whatever. Right? Hey, so
Gays
like
explain sports.
gays explain. Yes,
Gays explain sports.
to be an episode. So we if guys just hang in there with me. I swear to God, I am as stupid as I look and sound. But you're the last resort essentially. Like there are way better people playing the game in front of you, and you are just the last. You're the last. Like oh fuck. Like that's what the safety is. And I was fine with being that because the people on my team were fantastic. And if the last person came to me, I was pretty good at like going, and being like, don't. So they took me off of safety, and they're like, you're gonna be tight end.
I know that's right.
Hey. And I was like, I got you covered. I got you covered all day, all day. But still didn't do that very well. And then they're like, get this one. Wide receiver. So I had to learn how to
They clocked you, bitch.
Yeah. They did. They were like, get this slur at the end of the field right now. We're gonna bully her until she quits. And I did.
Or joins the cheerleaders, you know.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm over there dancing in the bleachers. Yep. And because I couldn't catch a ball. So like why are you trying to teach me how to catch a ball to like like the plays like blue 42 blah 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 whatever. Like I was not the quarterback by any means, but like the quarterback would be like to me to this. That was a winning strategy. Fucking idiots. So I cried to my sister and then she yelled at my mom and my mom finally let me quit.
I did play football one season.
Ooh, a whole season?
A whole season.
What was
and you? Talk about me not understanding the rules of demon movies. I had no idea what I was doing.
No idea.
And I think because I was a little bit taller than some of the other kids, they put me as a guard, which is like,
yeah.
Okay, so if the quarterback's like here, like, right, like in the back, and then who's the forward? Is the forward the one that's like in the middle in front of the quarterback that like has the ball and like, you know, hikes it or whatever?
I only
the
knew
one that bends over and puts the ball between his legs. What's that? What's that one? Okay, it was not that. I was beside him. And so I was just supposed to like guard the quarterback from getting tackled and stuff like that. But I didn't realize that you couldn't tackle someone unless they like had the ball. And so my very first game,
you can't.
I guess not.
You can't just be like just in case.
My very first game I played, very first like play ever. It's like we have the ball gets hiked, and like the kid in front of me, I just demolish him, just spear him basically, and knock him down, knock the air out of him.
I know that's right.
And he's like, "You're not supposed to tackle." I'm like, "What?" And so that was just the beginning of the end for me. Like I never knew what I was doing the whole time. They let me try to like run the ball once, so they actually like threw the ball to me. And I'm like, what do I do with this?
So there is I forgot what it's called. One time I chased the person with the ball because I just ended up near them, and then the person who was supposed to be chasing them, who was very fast, couldn't keep up with them, and then got mad at me because I chased them, and they're like, "You lost us," the blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Where were you? Like, where were you? Like, I wasn't in your way,
right?
Yeah, like, there is no I, there's no you or I in TEAM." And he was a short little bitch too, so he had a complex. But, yeah. Welcome to Sports Talk with Derek and James.
I played that one season, I hated it, and I never went back. I have to send you the picture because I actually have a picture of me and my like.
I need to find mine. I have my gear.
I have my like team picture. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have the team picture.
I'm number 88. Like
I forgot what
I've got it. Yeah. I think it's on my Instagram. I'll send it to you.
There's like one picture my mom took, and I'm just like, I had long hair, I had very long, wavy red hair when I was younger. You're gonna like lose your shit when you see this picture. But I was just like beat up, miserable, and she was like, "Perfect time to take a Kodak." Fucking stupid bitch.
Baseball, I was a lot better at least in my head. Although they did stick me in the outfield a lot. So
to be a catcher, you have to like use your little mitt and catch the balls.
Yeah, I could catch the ball. I could throw the ball. I was a pretty good hitter. But for whatever reason, like I found my way into like martial arts, and that's kind of what I started doing. Like, karate, you know.
What did you get? What belt were you?
What color is my shirt?
Hey, black belt.
Yes. Yeah, I got a black belt in that, and that was really tough. I puked after that test because it was so strenuous.
I should stop. Sorry.
It was a lot.
Sorry. That's too far.
It was a lot. Anyways, enough sports
Yes.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah, sports.
That's not what you're here
sports
for.
are stupid. Show me more demon movies.
What else do I have? Oh, I have one more. One of my all-time favorite movies is The Revenge Demon, Pumpkinhead.
Oh, okay. I was like, Revenge Demon. What's that?
He's
Pumpkinhead.
a
That is a demon.
That's a demon. So I'm holding up my Pumpkinhead VHS as well as my Pumpkinhead DVD with a lenticular slip.
Oh, I
so when you
love
move
those.
it, God, so scary to me. This was like something I watched as a kid, terrifying. But yeah,
He is very scary to look at.
yeah, I know you weren't like the biggest fan of that movie. Totally get it.
No, I loved the first half. I loved, was it like little Billy or whatever the kid's name is? Whatever the little boy's name. Like, I loved Lance Hendrickson, shirtless, loved. And I was so excited for the revenge part to happen. And then the whole second half to me was just like silly. And I was like, no, damn it. But that is one of the most underrated creature like designs out there. Like, I don't think we talk about enough how freaking terrifying Pumpkinhead actually is. Regardless of me not liking the movie, there's no denying that like that poster is scary. He is scary. His sounds, he has like a weird snake sound in his legs. Like the way they, oh, okay. My last two they're demon movies, but they're well, I think they're demon movies. The first one, I'll just do both at the same time. Constantine, demons, and like God comes down and he's like stop it, because Constantine like fights demons. I've not seen this movie in so long. I just remember loving it when it first came out. I'm gonna say it's great, but I have not seen it since like 2004 or 5 or something when it first came out. And then the other one is probably a stretch, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Silent Hill.
I like, can't tell you what Silent Hill is about. And
exactly.
I played the games. I've watched the movies. Yep. I cannot tell you what is the driving force behind all the evil. I don't know.
No rules.
There's no rules.
Ruleless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the new one comes out, Return to Silent Hill. I'm excited.
I think, and maybe that's part of the charm of Silent Hill, is it's just very random, and it's undefined. Like, you get into the town. Are you able to leave? Are you not able to leave? Why is that? Do you get sent to a portal in hell? Like, how does that? Right. I don't know.
Yeah. They say it's hell, but it could be anything. It's like another dimension of some kind. Like, you can't tell me that this. Also, the abs on Pyramid Head, but you can't tell me that's not a demon. Love this movie. I didn't see part 2, the 3D one. I didn't see it.
It's fun. It's not as good as the first one, but it's a good time. I actually enjoy it. Like, I've heard it's a departure, movie,
but okay, I'm excited for that. I'm gonna rewatch this at some point. I'm gonna watch the second one, and then we get a third soon-ishly. So
it's got Jon Snow from Game of Thrones in part 2.
Oh, for real? Oh, because it probably was like early 2000s, and he probably was a bebe.
I remember going to see that because it was like a big Halloween movie the year that part 2 came out.
Oh, okay.
I remember it was 3D. Take a 3D ride to hell, I think is what the
movie
said.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's how I that's what I say to Moses just every night. And he's like, no.
So, what did you think of our demon movie selections? Is there anything that we missed? Let us know.
Let us know.
And if you if you know like the rules of demon movies, let me know, because I don't want to walk around ignorant. Right? Help me be better.
So get more Don't Be Dead on Instagram, Patreon, or wherever podcasts are available. And until next time, don't be dead.
Bye.